Hi, babe. What are you doing? Cuckoo. Hi. Hi, babe. Hi. Good morning, it is morning. Did that make any sense? Today I will be doing a reading vlog, specifically for YouTube, because I've decided that I'm gonna get back into YouTube. I did YouTube for a long time, back before TikTok. It was a lot of fun. And then TikTok came around, and TikTok is so much easier to use, just video editing wise, sharing wise, more people see it, but I've decided I'm going to submit more long form content on YouTube and then stick to my short YouTube videos and streams or short videos and streams on TikTok. So today we're gonna start our new YouTube journey. These will probably be more rambling than my typical videos, but I feel like most of you watch me for my streams anyway, where I ramble for sometimes hours on end and do reading sprints and stuff, so I feel like this will be a good time. Anyway, I woke up this morning and I did an impromptu morning stream. It was a lot of fun. You guys are great. I enjoy connecting with all my friends online so much. It's crazy to me that I could have friends from across the world, across the country, and we just connect through books. It's astounding to me. But yeah, I woke up and I streamed, and then I did some work. I'm on a break right now outside, just letting the dogs out, and then I'm gonna go back in and do some more work on my computer. And then eventually we will head to our lunchtime stream, which I'll be walking for. So I'll take you along for part of that as well. But yeah, that is kind of the morning and how it's going. I'm about to head inside and get back to work. It's been a quick 5-minute break for the pupperoos. Say hi, Mose. And let's get on with our day. Okay, it's the end of my lunch break. I didn't show you because I was busy working away, but I made homemade pesto using my basil. I got 2 jars like this full of basil from that recipe, or the pesto. So I'm gonna give one to a friend, but it smells so good and I'm gonna use it for dinner tonight. I also made some bread. In the bread recipe that I used, you could literally make bread from scratch in like 5 minutes and just like let it rise while you work. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna head back to work. I'm gonna go ahead and step on the treadmill and get some steps in while I'm working. And yeah, let's go. Okay, it's the end of the workday and it was a doozy. And I just got done streaming for my subs. I love them so much. And I finished The Shadows Between Us by Trisha Levenseller. And I love this book. I have not heard of this book up until the second book came out. And I thoroughly enjoyed myself. And look at these beautiful sprayed edges. So if you want a YA fantasy romance with some tension and another Shadow King, then you'll really enjoy this one. This is the second book that came out with the Fairy Loot edition. It's absolutely stunning, except it's taller than the other book. So look how beautiful. Oh, I love it. Okay, you're precariously in my medicine cabinet. It's now evening. I had dinner and did some Bible study with some friends. Dinner was amazing. We made like meatball subs, and then I had my homemade bread and everything, which I didn't show you the finished bread, which is crazy. So I did a great job at not vlogging tonight apparently, but I digress. It is now the end of the evening, which means it's time to take off our makeup. I got quite a bit done in reading today. I finished The Shadows Between Us. I ended up rating it a 5-star. I loved it. It was such a good surprise. I was not expecting to love it as much as I did. And then I started The Darkness Within Us. So far I am 10% into that book. I would like to get to like 20 or 25% before bed. I think that's a good place to end for the day. And then honestly, I finished The Shadows Between Us in one day, so I won't be surprised if I finish most of The Darkness Within Us in that short period of time too. There's kind of like fast reads, number one, because they're YA. Number two, they're only around 300 pages, so I just feel like I'm so used to 600, 700 page books that they just go by so fast. Anywho, The Shadows Between Us was so good. I love the tension between the main characters. They were both very morally gray, so you were rooting for the villains throughout the book. Like, objectively, they are not nice people. Even during certain parts, they make fun of some of, like, the nice people. So, it's one of those things. And I really enjoyed my time reading it. And this book kind of has a similar vibe. She's not a nice person. So yeah, that was my day today. I read a little bit, streamed a decent amount. Nate is yelling at me now to quit talking to myself. And then I walked a lot on the treadmill, which was really nice.
Are you on the toilet?
No!
Who are you talking to?
The camera.
Oh, why?
I'm vlogging.
Oh my god.
Good night. Good morning. It is the next day. It is early. It's 6:45. Not that early. I've definitely done earlier streams before, and I've definitely gone to the gym earlier. This is the Hawaiian shaved ice one. But it just feels so early today. I don't know why. I didn't even stay up that late reading. I stayed up until like 10:15. Wow, I love that. I wasn't sure I was gonna like that one, but it's like kind of coconut-y. Anyway, I just got to the gym that I work out at. We're going to try to do a leg workout today. And then I'm probably going to try to walk on the Stairmaster a little bit because I'm trying to do the 10,000 step challenge sometime late this year or early next year. But I brought my headphones to listen to Little Women, and then I also brought my Kindle. So in case I want to read the Kindle on the Stairmaster, I can do that. So let's go get a workout in. It's going to be rough, but we're going to persevere. And then we have a long work day ahead of us, and then a lunchtime stream. And then I think after work today, before I pick up Allie for the women's ministry Bible study thing we go to on Tuesday nights, I'm going to run to a local bookstore and just check everything out. They have a really good used section, so now that I have the freedom in the car to do it, I think I'm going to do that before I pick her up. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. The gym is empty today. Get a better phone tripod, but I am disgusting. That workout was really good though. I always have a good workout. It's just the problem of getting to the gym that I think I struggle with the most. Whenever I have a workout partner, I've been coming with my friend Lacey. I'm motivated to be here because I don't want to let her down. So workout buddies is just the biggest life hack. But I'm proud of myself because I came today. I had a really great workout. I worked out for a solid 40 minutes. So that was good. It is 7:45, so I'm headed back to the house to start my work day. I'm not going to shower because I plan on walking during work today. But I got through quite a bit of my Arc of the Darkness Within Us. I have the Fairy Loot version, but I was approved of the Arc before it came out. It was like a week before it came out though, so I missed it, like finishing it in time. But it says I have 3 hours and 12 minutes left, and I'm 31% of the way through. So that's where I'm currently at. Sorry, I got a text message from Allie. So yeah, I am proud of it. I listened to Little Women when I was walking and working out. Allie, stop. Just kidding. I listened to Little Women while I was working out, and then once I got on the Stairmaster, which you saw I did 500 steps, which is so hard. I don't know how Nesta did a 10,000. Is it 10,000? I think it's 10,000. Or maybe it was 1,000. I'm not sure. But anyway, I did, while I was doing my steps, I read on my Kindle just because I like physically reading better than audiobook listening. And of course, I like the fantasy book more than Little Women so far. I mean, Little Women is so wholesome and wonderful, and some of the lessons that it teaches is great. It's just, you can't compare a modern fantasy book to a classic piece of literature when it comes to entertainment value in my book, in my taste. So, two completely different things. So yeah, let's head home. We're gonna do a little bit more walking today. I'm chatty this morning. It's that Hawaiian Ice Alani. And we'll have a good work day. Yeah, Okay, I was trying to find somewhere with good lighting. It is 5 minutes until work starts, so I need to get moving. But I did get a package, and I think it's for my friend Aries on TikTok. She is always so kind to me. Like, it's insane. She sent me my favorite cookbook, the 3rd version of it. It's the Magnolia cookbooks. I had just mentioned in passing, I think on a stream even, that I had the first 2, but I didn't have the 3rd yet. And she remembered. So intentional. And sent me the 3rd. I also annotated Addie LaRue for her, which was very fun. And she always wraps it too. So cute. Okay. Let's see. It says, for your junk journal and pen pal. That is so kind. I'm just so thankful for the friends I made online. So many wonderful people. Oh, goodness. Oh, this is so pretty. Washi tape. And it's cottage core, which is my style. Oh my goodness. How can strangers on the internet be so kind? That is so kind. It's not even book related. It's so kind. Aries, you are a gem of a human being. Wow. Thank you so much. Mate, are you still sleeping? It's noon. It's noon, babe. It's noon. Oh my goodness. Oh, you smiling. I see that smile. Okay, it's lunch break now. I cleaned up my kitchen really fast because it was dirty from last night and this morning. So that is clean. I also cleaned this thing that was over a candle in my room and my pastry dome. It's so nice to have a clean kitchen. But now we have to water plants. And I have many plants, but it is plant watering day. So yeah, ignore all of Nate's boots. Those are all of his boots. He can't find any other place for them, I guess. I probably need to get a boot tray of some kind. And then those are our shutters that will go on the outside of our house eventually. I know I'm not supposed to have favorite children, but this is my favorite child. She's a Hoya tricolor crimson princess. She makes these beautiful flowers that smell like chocolate. I don't have any open right now because she just lost a ton, but I love her. And she's so long, like look at her. Insane. My monstera is starting to climb and grow light, but it keeps pushing out new leaves, so I think it's happy. I should probably start trying to tack it up on the wall like I'm doing with my Swiss cheese plant, but we shall see. Homegirl is napping. Hi, Mo's. How are you? Okay, I have 2 plants in here that I'll need to water. I have this one. You can see my rose bush. And then I have my snake plant. These are some of my only fake plants. And then I have this one up here. Let's see if I can do this left-handed. Okay, and then we have Patricia, who was my first ever plant. She actually started in my office at work, like in my cubicle. So I need to get up there to water her, so I will not be filming that. This is oregano. This is rosemary, I believe, or thyme. Rosemary. Sunbathing queens. Okay, I had a lot of extra pothos cuttings, and so I decided to grow some outside during the summer this year, and I decided I would take them in whenever it became cold outside and they couldn't be out here anymore, which isn't until like November. And so far they're doing really well, so I'm very surprised. Okay, I'm making a sandwich to eat at my desk. I didn't bring my tripod out for whatever reason, but here it is. It's an Italian sub that I put in the toaster, and I added some mayo to inside and add some of my homemade pesto from yesterday. I think this is gonna be really good. I'm such a big pesto fan, so I think it's gonna be a nice addition to the Italian sub. Just a little bit. And then I love pickled onions. These are ones that I made. I just use red wine vinegar, sugar, salt. I don't do anything fancy. So I'm adding some pickled onions to the sandwich. I think they add such a good like red wine vinegar flavor to it, which I love red wine vinegar so much. And then I'm also going to be adding some pepperoncinis. I actually just take a pair of scissors and I cut it. And that's how I like chop them. So I like get rid of the seeds and the stem, and then I just cut. I really like pepperoncinis too. I'll do one more. They add a nice little spice, you know? Just a little bit of spice. And then I have the last of my lettuce, the very last. I should have brought out a tripod. I don't know what I was thinking, but please forgive me. I'm not a professional. So the last of my lettuce on here, and then we're gonna do some salt and some pepper. This is pepper. I love pepper. And then a tiny bit of salt. All right, here she is in all of her glory. Beautiful. Should we give her a little cut? Beautiful. All right, let's get back to work. Okay, it is so hot in the car, but it is the end of my work day. It's officially 5 p.m. I'm so glad to be done with work today. It's been so busy. But I am currently on my way to go to book shopping. To go book shopping. I'm gonna hit the two bookstores that aren't Barnes & Noble today. Just because I go to Barnes & Noble so often that I just feel like I've been there enough. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go to the local like used store, and the store is pretty much all used books, and they're just stacked everywhere. They're like loosely grouped by genre, but it is really just like books are cheap. It's one of those stores. It's more like book thrifting than it is book shopping, if that makes sense. So I love that store. I've found really good things there before. I've thrown all my Throne of Glass like paperbacks there, so I really enjoy checking it out. And the couple that runs it is so nice, and they make kettle popcorn, like fresh, which is really fun. So that one closes at 6, so I have about an hour until it closes. So I'm gonna hit that one first, and then, sorry, my husband's texting me. At 7, the other bookstore I want to go to closes, and this bookstore is more of a has new and used books. So I tend to hang out in the used book section just because they're a little bit more affordable, and it's fun to find things. But this also has used copies too, and I've also gotten quite a few signed copies from this indie bookstore. So we're gonna hit both of those up. I love book shopping. You guys all know. Do I need to be buying books? No, but it is a fun thing to do, and I thought I could take you along with me. I have no idea why I'm wearing a sweatshirt right now, except that it was nice and cozy in the house, and I feel like later on tonight when I'm at that women's ministry night, that it's gonna be nice to have it, because I feel like the church is always freezing cold, you know. So that's why I'm wearing a hoodie. At least that's what I'm telling myself. So yeah, let's go book shopping. It should be a really great time. I bought books, but I feel like you just can't pass up on used books if you see them, because they won't be there the next time you come. So that's kind of my mindset on it. But these two have been on my list for a while. I kind of bought the Red Queen, like, first edition sprayed, or the sprayed edge version rather, for the first book. So these were great. This is books 2 and 3, I believe, of the Red Queen series, which I've been wanting to read, especially since I finished Powerless, and everybody is saying that these are very similar to Powerless. So I got both of these, and I paid $4.95 for each of them, so a total of $10 with taxes for the second half of the Red Queen series. So I think that's pretty good, and they're in really, really great condition, as you can see. So, and they're hardcover, which is so fun. So yeah, I will probably get the Red Queen, like red sprayed edge version, call it a day. But let's go to the second bookstore. Okay, I realized that whole last clip my fan was on way too high, so I'm gonna sweat for a second so I could show you what I got. I didn't get any books this time because there wasn't anything I couldn't live without, but this shirt, so cute. Obsessed with it. I need more oversized t-shirts, so yeah, and yeah, just bookish things, but it's out of print, so if you like it, they probably have it on Out of Print's website, if I were to guess. But I like purchasing it from here because it's my local bookstore, it's supporting them, yeah. Okay, so last night I finished The Darkness Within Us by Trisha Levenseller, and this was a great book. I enjoyed it so much. I enjoyed books 1 and 2 so much. I finished both in one day, like one day, one the next day. The characters were villains, which I really loved. I just couldn't stop reading, so I ended up staying up until probably like 11:30 reading this. So I did skip the gym this morning. I'm gonna go ahead and head to the gym on my lunch break here in just a few moments. Okay, before I head to the gym, I have book mail, and I think I know who this is from. So I'm very excited to open it. I'm so grateful for anybody who ever sends me any sort of books or Book Fairy mail in general. I'm so thankful for it. So let's open her up. Yay! I'm so excited to read this. Honestly, I want to put this. Thank you so much, Kim. That's so sweet. I want to put this on my TBR this month. This is the reappearance of Rachel Price. I can't tell you how many times I looked at this in the bookstore and I was like, Annie, you don't need to buy this right now. So I'm so thankful, Kim. Thank you so much. I will have something to send you as well. I'm so thankful. If you guys aren't familiar, I do have a Discord, and on that Discord there's a channel where we all share our different wish lists and different things like that, and we just randomly spontaneously book fairy each other. So I'm just so thankful for everybody that book fairies each other. So thanks so much, Kim. It must be nice to be a stay-home doggo. It must be nice to be a stay-home doggo. I have hiccups. All right, it's the end of the workday, and I just picked up a new book to read with dinner. I'm reading Not in My Book by Katie Holtz. This is an ARC that I was approved of through NetGalley, so I'm really interested to read it. It's about two authors that are forced to write a book together, so I'm excited to jump into it. But yeah, I'm super tired. It was a crazy work day today. I'm going to finish eating my dinner and then make a cup of coffee and hop on stream for a little bit. Good morning. I just made my coffee. It's almost time for work, so we are just getting ready to do our thing. I don't have brain cells yet. I didn't go to the gym this morning because I eventually need to drop off Nate's car and Uber home. So we just got a new car for Nate and the tail light is out. So the dealership said that they are going to replace it for us. So we just have to drop it off and get it looked at. So eventually I'm gonna go and do that, as well as get my eyebrows done because they need it. I get them waxed and then I tint them myself. So that's what we need to get done today. And then I also have normal work stuff to do as well. I might take off some time for work to do the car thing because they open at 11. So it might end up being like I take off 2 hours of work and have my lunch break too. So we shall see what ends up happening, but it should be a good day. A couple of those errands, and then Nate and I are hanging out together tonight. So should be good. I started the naturals yesterday, as you saw, right before bed. So I did this on a stream. I had a pretty long stream, which is why I didn't vlog last night, but I ended up getting to page 142, which is almost halfway. Goodreads says that's 45%. So honestly, I anticipate finishing this book today, one way or another. So far, it's really intriguing me. There was one page, specifically page 58, I believe, that really made me queasy. So if you have the book, you can look at that page and kind of see what it says. Okay, I just got to my first errand, which is getting my hair cut. I ended up taking 2 hours of PTO, so I'm off from 10 to 1 p.m., which is very, very nice. So as you can see, I do have some split ends, so I'm just gonna get a little trim. Okay, hair is cut. She took off quite a few inches, but that is okay. I just have to get used to seeing it. But I like what she did with the layers, so I'm digging the layers. Eyebrows are done. I feel like a new woman. Now I just need to go home and tint them, and then they're a little bit more filled in whenever I tint them, but they were kind of getting thick and crazy. I'm realizing more and more how much she actually trimmed off. It was down to here before, so I feel like she trimmed off a little bit more than I was hoping for, but that's okay. I'll just, once again, have to get used to it. But my eyebrows look crazy because I'm actually tinting them right now. I love to tint my eyebrows. I think it makes a huge difference for me personally because I have really dark hair. And it allows me to give them the shape that I want to. So this will be pretty much the final shape. So yeah, I am working on that right now. Here are the eyebrows after they've been tinted. And they'll obviously fade over time. I don't have makeup on. The whole 9 yards. I feel like they look so much better. Okay, it's 10 p.m. I'm about to head to bed, but I wanted to let you know that I ended up finishing The Naturals this evening. This went by so fast. Like, I'm pretty sure I read the whole book in about 3 or 4 hours. I just feel like there was, like, the text was so big on the page, and there's so much, like, margin space compared to adult books that I just feel like it went by so quickly. So that was one thing I noticed. I enjoyed this. I was a big Criminal Minds fan. I think because it's YA, it was digestible to me. Like, it wasn't as gory and spooky as like an adult would be. So I'm a soft person, so I liked it for that reason. However, I feel like because it's YA and it was moving so quickly, we missed out on some of the development of like side characters. I would have loved more information on Sloane and Leah, specifically. Even Michael, I felt like Michael wasn't fully developed as a side character. Judd, Agent Briggs, anything like that. I feel like we could have really like dove into the full cast of characters that we were given and gotten to know them more. And I think in an adult book we would have, which would have been really nice. If this book was 500 pages versus 300, I think it could do that. I also would have loved to see more profiling. And once again, this might be something that I'm like wanting and desiring because I want an adult book. But the problem with adult thrillers is sometimes they're too much for me. So I kind of just want a marriage of this book, a little bit older in content as far as developing fully the side characters, slowing down a little bit so we can add more detail and make the world and the characters feel more real and more immersive, but still the same like fast-paced, less gory version of this book. Does that make sense? That's kind of what I'm thinking. So I think it's somewhere between a 3.5 and a 4 stars for me. I'm interested to see how future books go. I did kind of guess like the plot twists as we were going. I didn't quite guess the main one on who was the killer and everything when it all was said and done, but I was close. So yeah, that's my thoughts on The Naturals. A romance book on my Kindle, so I'll probably keep reading that too. So I'm thinking that I'll probably pick up Daughter of the Pirate King as my next read, just so I'm reading a romance book on my Kindle and then a fantasy book, so I'm not like mixing up the plots. And then once I'm done with the Kindle romance book, I can pick up Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan, which I've heard only good things about. So these are the last major books on my TBR besides that arc that I needed to get through. And then besides that, it's just trucking away on Little Women. And then that would be the first month in such a long time that I've actually finished my physical TBR, which is going to be crazy. So yeah, that is my reading update for today. Really glad to finish The Naturals and get this off of my TBR. Interested to read the rest of the series in the months to come. But yeah, I'm gonna head to bed. I have a busy day of work tomorrow, but thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you for Friday's vlog. Good morning, it's finally Friday. It's the last day of this vlog. It's been such a fun week taking along with me on my day-to-day life. I haven't vlogged quite as much as I wanted to, like the day-to-day, but I definitely tried my best. So hopefully it's been entertaining to you and you've gotten enough bookish content and everything. I feel like now that I have my hair styled, I'm absolutely loving the length. I didn't know if I would love it yesterday when it was kind of haphazard, but I am liking it. I blew it dry with my little like hair blow dryer this morning. But yeah, eyebrows and hair are hairing this morning, which I really appreciate. Say hi to the pups. Yesterday while Nate was watching TV, I went ahead and did my nails. Why is my hand that color? Anyway, I have no idea why my hand was that color, but I did my nails like a sage green color to match my Kindle, so I'm really liking them. I think they're super cute. I have to sit through a couple meetings at home and then I will be there. So that is the plan. We're gonna have some coffee, we're gonna have a good day, and then did you have plans to stream tonight and then tomorrow with my friend Allie, so that'll be a lot of fun. Okay, I just opened my Fairy Loot box and I'm gonna post the video pretty shortly, but it's so beautiful. This is the alternative dust jacket that they gave me. It's a Snow White retelling, which is so much fun. So I'm very happy with this month's pick. We'll see when I get around to reading it. Okay, it is 5 p.m. This is a terrible angle, but I'm home from work now. I meant to be home from work a lot sooner, but I ended up staying until the end of my shift, just like talking and working things through with my team. So now I'm home. I made myself a Scooby sandwich. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this. It's the same sandwich from the other day. And then we're gonna get ready to stream. So I need to change, get comfy, get cozy, get a beverage of some kind. That's the plan. Not crunch. Okay, this is officially the end of the reading vlog for the week. It has been such a fun week vlogging. I wish I would have vlogged a little bit more, but it's been such a good time and I hope that you've enjoyed it. I was able to get done with the naturals this week, with the shadows between us and the darkness within us, and then I got through 35% of an arc. It's called Not in Love by Katie Holt. So really successful reading week, and then we did some working out and I've showed you some of the food that I ate this week. So overall a really solid week and I'm thankful for it. And then of course we got a haircut, which she's really short now. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed just a bookish week of my life and kind of how much reading I typically get done on an average work week. Feel free to subscribe for more of these. Let me know in the comments below if you like these types of videos. I'd be happy to do more of them. And yeah, thanks as always for hanging out with me in the Cozy Reading Corner. I'm going to get some rest and enjoy my weekend. Bye.